On Larry King Now, WWE superstar John Cena.
I love the company. I love it took a kid like me from working a dead-end job going nowhere and gave him a chance to live a dream.
On his new weight loss program, 10 Weeks BodyChange.
I think we all know that if you need to drop a few pounds, you need to work at it. And a lot of times, that knowledge doesn't do anything. You need the extra kick in the pants. You need a helping hand. Like, hey, come on, let's do this together.
Plus, what's the story about your relationship with Nikki Bella?
The story right now is it's complicated.
Maybe I can help. That's today on Larry King Now. Welcome to Larry King Now. A great return guest today, John Cena, 11-time WWE champion, 3-time world heavyweight champion. He'll try for his 15th world title in the upcoming WWE pay-per-view Elimination Chamber. That's February 23rd, and recently becoming the most liked athlete on Facebook, taking the #1 spot from Kobe Bryant. And this past January, he launched the weight loss program in the United States called 10 Weeks BodyChange, and we'll talk about that in the next segment. Last week, Betty White did what I did. She was the celebrity guest at a WWE at Staples. What was she like?
Oh, she was great, full of energy. And not only was she great, the Los Angeles crowd was so happy to have her there. She got a wonderful reception. I think she was a little overwhelmed, but it was awesome. It was great.
She tough?
No, she was
she
good.
Could be tough.
Good spirited,
fun tough.
Good spirited, had fun. I think she enjoyed the whole thing, just like you did. You know, you went out there, you had a good time, and it's a fun atmosphere. You just want to be.
I would recommend it to anyone ever. It's not intimidating.
No,
it's just
great.
You are considered the face of the WWE. Are you aware of that?
We have a very strong brand, and I think I would look at it like a baseball team. There's a bunch of players on that team, and certain players may be more popular than others, but you need to field the team to win. So
but your popularity is kind of weird, John, in that you enter the ring, half the crowd goes, "Let's go Cena," and the other half yells, "Cena sucks."
And there's a bunch of other stuff they yell. But,
how did that come up? Why would you be disliked? You're an all-American boy.
Well, I think sports entertainment, WWE, is always changing, always evolving. And the company, if you look at the lineage, since it went national in the 80s, was a PG product, and then turned into a character-based product, and then turned into a rather racy product in the Attitude Era. And now we're back to more of a PG product. But just because we're TV PG, we do have a lot of kids that watch, but we also have a lot of adults. And
so who are the ones that are angry at you?
I think it's more of the older males. I'm talking probably like 16 to 30, 16 to 35. And it's truly because I know we have a lot of families watching. I know we have a lot of kids watching. And in this day and age where it's so rare to find somebody with a decent set of values.
So you're a goody two-shoes?
Not a goody two-shoes. Trust me, if you get me pissed off, I'll make you pay for it. But it's one, I have a value set that I'm very proud to display on television, and the WWE kind of lets me run with that.
And your Facebook reaction has been amazing, right?
It's
Kobe?
A global phenomenon. We got a lot of people interested in WWE.
I understand you recently had a storyline with Randy Orton, another top name, that wasn't well received by fans. What was that?
No, like I said, I think our greatest asset in the WWE is the ability to perform in front of live audiences on a nonstop basis. And we had an event in Pittsburgh called the Royal Rumble, and the audience was hell-bent on being the biggest superstar in the show. And
the audience wanted it.
Yes. And it makes for just an unbelievable experience, so much so that it caught the eye of the people giving you information. So it was truly a unique night. But I think at the end of the show, at the end of the Royal Rumble, everybody went home happy.
Who is the wrestling fan Can you tintype him or her?
Not at all. And that's another great thing about WWE, the fact that we're in 140 countries, the fact that we are now openly advertising we are a family-friendly product. We've been doing so since 2004, 2005. So families know that they can come to a WWE event and at a decent price. It truly is the best value in entertainment. You can take the whole family, enjoy, get caught up. You know the energy that's in the arena. So it literally doesn't cater to race, creed, color, religion, sex, anything.
Now, this family group, and they come, and I've experienced it, they know it's an entertainment.
Yeah.
They're rooting, though. So is it half belief and non-belief in the match? What do you think's going through them? I mean, I know in the World Series that the Cardinals want to beat the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Right? But I also know that you rehearse things. Explain that to me.
It would be essentially the equivalent of watching what I believe is a wonderful movie live in front of your very eyes. And it would be like watching The Natural, a movie about sport that is a movie about an organized
So the script said Robert Redford will hit a home run.
Yes.
But we don't know it's going to happen.
No, and that's the allure of it. And you can get, oftentimes, you plan all week for a big game or a big fight. I remember Tyson used to be magical at this almost. A Tyson pay-per-view comes along once every 3 months and it's over in 8 seconds. And that made Iron Mike. But that didn't make much for the $70 I put down for the pay-per-view. WWE prides itself on putting out world-class athletes and also world-class entertainers. So when you walk in the door to a WWE event, or you purchase a WWE pay-per-view, or you sign up for the WWE Network that's going to launch February 24th, you get the best of sport and the best of entertainment. To keep you on the edge of your seat.
Its own network?
Yeah, WWE launches its own network on February 24th.
You break it off from the other network?
No, we still have Monday Night Raw and SmackDown on our respective networks. WWE is pretty much everywhere. WWE is offering a unique experience to the consumer because we have a world of enormous fans.
Are you more than an employee? Do you have a piece of it now?
No, I love the company. I love it took a kid like me from working a dead-end job going nowhere and gave him a chance to live a dream. And it's one of those things that I'll never forget. I have an enormous debt of gratitude to my boss. He gives me an opportunity every day to be a superhero. And through my connections with the WWE, I've been able to establish a charitable part of my life that I'm very proud of, and even able to do this 10 Weeks BodyChange program, which I'm proud of. We're changing lives with fitness, So, I mean, I never forgot where I got my start, and that's with
You mentioned it's like watching a movie. Okay, but if Redford's homer goes a little wrong, they do it over. Have you had where you're supposed to win and you lose? Or you get hurt? Or the referee, and it gets to 3.
The thing about being live, as you probably know from experience, essentially there is no wrong. There's just what you see. So whether or not you plan something and the plan goes according to what was talked about earlier is one thing, but we're live. There really is no wrong. What happens, happens.
Sometimes you get really angry, right?
You'd be surprised.
Next up, we'll talk fitness and nutrition with the great John Cena. Don't go away. By the way, WWE has 172 million Facebook fans, 82 million Twitter followers across all its networks, which is unbelievable. All right, what's the new weight loss program? 10 Weeks BodyChange.
Before we get into BodyChange, I spoke about the network earlier, the WWE Network launching February 24th. I want to be specific about that. You can catch your regularly scheduled WWE programmings, like you said, across your provider, but the WWE Network is its own over-the-top digital platform, giving all those fans that you just spoke about socially, globally.
On the internet.
Yes, a wonderful experience digitally.
Okay, now what about 10 Weeks BodyChange?
10 Weeks BodyChange is a program that I kind of came up with. I've been toying with the idea of doing something with the fitness industry for a long time. I've been working out for over 20 years. I've always been healthy. I've always managed to stay in shape. It's been part of my life. I went to school for exercise physiology. That's why I got a degree in. And I met this company who had this idea, and the idea was great. It made fitness simple, and it made fitness into a 10-week program that stresses nutrition, workout, and motivation.
And how do I get it?
It's available online. It's changetime.com, and that's where people can go to find out what this program is about. It's truly revolutionary in the sense that it's no BS. It's not essentially selling you food in a box or a pill or a magic piece of workout equipment. It is a 10-week program with me as your coach. You digitally get online videos from me. You get regimens from me. You also get, most importantly, motivation from me. I think we all know that if you need to drop a few pounds, you need to work at it. And a lot of times, that knowledge doesn't do anything. You need the extra kick in the pants. You need a helping hand. Like, hey, come on, let's do this together. And that's what you get with 10 Weeks Body Change. You get the correct information.
So I don't buy any equipment.
No, and you don't have to. You don't have to sign up in a gym. You don't have to go get a nutritionist. You don't have to go get a personal trainer.
What is the cost?
$99, and can be broke down into 3 easy payments if you want to.
And I find out again by going to?
Changetime.com.
Changetime.com.
Yeah.
What do you think of all these diet programs? This send your food once a week, or there's a magical pill.
I would like to think the philosophy behind all of them is good, but I think they are all garbage because it offers you a quick fix. And what 10 Weeks Body Change offers you is a change in habit. You know, it's often been discussed, America has a problem with obesity.
Yeah.
Well, why is that? Well, because we're looking for the next gimmick or the next secret in a bottle. No, you just have to educate yourself on how to eat properly and, you know, occasionally get out there and be active. With 10 Weeks Body Change, the workouts are simple, 20-minute workouts, twice a week. That's all it's going to take. And a lot of it is focused on nutrition, but most of it is focused on keeping your mindset set towards your goals and getting to where you want to be.
I know the Obamas have cut down obesity in schools,
Yes.
which were a terrible problem, but we're still the obesity leader in the world, right? Why? Oh, well, we're sold a lot of products.
Well,
we're hammered with
America
it, right?
bigger is always better, and you always have that safety net of, oh, I can do this green drink, or oh, I can get this secret in a pill, or oh, I can buy this new infomercial piece of workout equipment, and I'll be fine. And you let yourself go, and you let yourself go, knowing that, oh, that's always in the back of my head, and before you know it, you're too far gone. And now you don't want to do anything. You're unmotivated to do anything. You pretty much have to re-educate your body. And that's what 10 Weeks Body Change is all about. It can help someone like me, because I use the nutrition protocol myself, or it can help somebody like my dad. My dad was 70 years old, had asthma, had medical issues, had knee issues, couldn't walk, couldn't move. He used his protocol and lost 50 pounds.
What about your schedule? Is it hard to keep up with exercise nutrition, like when you're traveling? No, you're traveling all the time,
and that's
right?
the thing. This program is made easy for someone who's at home and likes to cook. It's made easy for someone who's like me, who's on the road all the time and can only access food when I'm traveling. It's truly simple and enjoyable too. It's not starving yourself. It's not going on a product and relying on the product. You become just a healthier human being.
Last time I talked to you, you said you were in the best shape of your life.
Yeah.
Is that still true?
I'm stronger now. I'll be 37 in April. I'm stronger now than I've ever been. And I think that kind of weighs to the social following we talk about. I post my workouts on Twitter. I post my nutrition on Twitter, on Facebook. So the people who follow me and the people who know me know that I'm not just out there shilling what's in a bottle. I use this program. It's been successful for me. It's been successful for my dad. It's been successful for such a wide range of people. If you go on to Change Time's Twitter, @ChangeTime, you can see success stories from not only myself, but from people who've used this diet and said, hey, wow, this happened to me in the first week. I can't wait to the next week. Or I'm 5 weeks in, this is happening. It's truly revolutionary. It makes me feel good because I use it, I love it. But for me to say, okay, guys, use this and you'll be fine. They look at me and you're already healthy, of course. It's going to take individuals to use it themselves, and
I'm going to try it.
Have something like that going on.
Everybody needs to lose some pounds.
It's really pretty cool.
How much of weight loss is mental?
It truly is a state of mind, and it has to become a lifestyle. Like I started working out when I was 12. I haven't stopped since. It's just become a part of my life, and you don't have to be a maniac. And that's the thing, that's a gross misconception. People who maybe know they got to lose a ton of weight think that they have to work so very hard in the gym and do it all at once. It's not it. With good coaching, with a good ideal, with the proper information, and really with just the motivation to take that first step, you'd be surprised at what you can achieve.
You can get all the information at changetime.com.
Yep.
We'll be right back, and we'll talk about the return of Hulk Hogan. More after this. Coming February 24th, WWE launches the first ever 24/7 streaming network. It's going to change the TV business model. It's going to be revolutionary, right?
It really is, not just for WWE, but I think it changes the face of television.
February 24th is also the day that Hulk Hogan, 97 years old, returns to the WWE. How did this come about?
Now,
the Hulkster?
I've heard about this. I will believe it when I see it.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
we have a controversy already.
I'm not sure what's going on. I just know we got a pretty big event the first week in April. It's our 30th anniversary of WrestleMania.
But wouldn't you know if he was coming or not?
I know most everything, but you never can tell with the Hulkster. Honestly, you never can tell. So I'll believe it when I see it. I would love to see him, and I would love for him to be a part of WrestleMania 30. He was part of WrestleMania 1. He kind of started the whole phenomenon.
What does he mean? And when I look up, if I look at, let's say, history of wrestling, pro wrestling, where's Hulk Hogan?
He's our Babe Ruth. He's our Babe Ruth. He was that first captivating superstar, and I speak from an 8-year-old kid, me watching him. I was just captivated by this superhuman individual, and he had that effect on so many millions of people. He was the first one, as WWE became global, he was the first one to lead that charge.
He's how old now, really? Do you know?
I honestly don't know. I don't know. I know he's young enough to show up on Raw and hopefully at WrestleMania.
If he shows up.
Yes.
How well do you think he could perform? I mean, even though we know that it's a stage, how well can he do?
You do say that. I will rebut with it. It truly is a young man's game. We have thoroughbreds now. Our guys are running real hard.
So Hulk is going to have a problem, isn't he?
I hope if he's used in any capacity, it's to celebrate the fact that WrestleMania is turning 30. And that's just me speaking to you as a fan. I'd like to see him be there for the grandeur. I'd like to see him be there for the celebration.
What's the story about your relationship with Nikki Bella?
The story right now is it's complicated. That
was a good movie. It's complicated. Meryl Streep.
I think she's a beautiful woman. I'm totally in love with her, but we have different views on life.
Maybe I can help. What's the basic problem, John? If it's not our business, but what overall?
No, I think it's two people trying to further their professional lives as well as their personal lives.
Is it someone's have to give something up?
That's pretty much where we're at.
You're also very supportive of WWE superstar Darren Young coming out, first openly gay professional wrestler. Yeah. What do you make of Mr. Sam, who's going to be the first openly gay, although we know there have been gay players in the NFL for years?
I'll say about Mr. Sam what I said about Darren Young. He was, I believe, a nominee, or if not, Defensive Player of the Year. Darren is
in the SEC, which is the toughest conference.
Is known as a defensive conference. Darren is a wonderful professional in the ring. He's one of the hardest working guys and one of the most technically skilled guys we have. His life outside of the ring doesn't affect his workplace. And in Mr. Sam's case, that's obviously the same situation.
Yours is an entertainment business, and gays have been in the entertainment business for years, openly gay and like.
Yes.
What do you think it's going to be like in a football locker room?
I think...
You played football, didn't you?
Yes. I think, as with everything, there's going to be a period of adjustment. But it just... people who can't accept an individual for living their life the way they want, because we only get one go-around in this thing. That's just downright ignorance. I have an older brother who's gay, and he's still my brother. Like, that's the thing. I have two choices. I can disown him as a human being for what he does, or he can be my brother.
When he came out, how did it affect you? How old were you when he came out?
He actually came to me many years before he came out publicly to
how old when
our
you
family. He came out to me before I turned 20 years old, and asked me to keep it a secret, and I did. I kept it a secret for quite a long time, like probably another 10 years, until he was ready to let my family know. And when he did, he was met with a little adversity by the family. It's an old Italian family, you know, they're stubborn old bastards. And I was there to support him every step of the way. And I think me being where I was in my life, my family looked at my support for him and immediately kind of fell into that. You know what? He is our son, our brother. This is not a roadblock that we should die on.
It's 2014.
Yeah.
The world is changing so fast.
Changes every day.
Right. It's kind of, when you look at it, ridiculous to care about one. First of all, it's not chosen. You didn't choose to be heterosexual.
No, and
so why is it? It boggles my mind that it's even an issue.
It's like I said. It's one of those things where If it affects what you do, if it affects your workplace, I'll be the first. I'm a working man, so if it's going to affect me clocking in and clocking out, then I'm going to have a problem with it. But if it doesn't, like I said, you only got one life to live. You might as well live it the way you want to, because living unhappy that ain't a way to go. That ain't a way to wake up every day.
That's a terrible way to live.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
To hide something that you had nothing to do with.
Just be miserable. Just live every day miserable. That's just not a way to go about your business. I got no time for those people.
Are you surprised at how quickly things are changing, though?
I think it takes one.
With gay marriage.
I think it takes one major step for the dominoes to fall.
Great guy right here. Social media questions and a game of If You Only Knew right after this. With John Cena, before we get to social media questions, you speak Chinese?
我说一点中文. I speak a little Chinese.
How did you learn that?
I've been studying I got injured. I had an elbow injury last August. I had a few months off. And I kind of took a look at our global perspective, and we could be bigger in China, and the WWE could be better in China. And I think China is a perfect fit for the WWE as it develops a stronger economy. The people are wanting more entertainment, and we're the company who actually is televised globally and tours globally. So we bring our act everywhere.
What did you just say to me?
I speak a little Chinese.
So that's going to happen, and you'll be even bigger than ever.
我希望 WWE 发展很多次在将来在中国. I hope the WWE develops many times over in the future in China.
Difficult language?
Very difficult. It is killing me. And my that was a broken, chopped up sentence. I'm doing the best I can.
All right, some social media questions. J.D. Cook III on Twitter. When will you turn heel? That's coming, isn't it?
I don't know.
They have to do that.
Here's my stance on that, and I'll talk inside baseball with you. That's always fun. In WWE, we have good guys who are known as the baby faces and bad guys who are known as the heels. My situation is peculiar. A lot of fans, like we discussed earlier, the older males, want me to be a bad guy. So they boo me. I'm already getting booed. Aren't I already the bad guy?
Uh-huh. You got a point. Mark Webster on Facebook wants to know who's your favorite all-time wrestler to watch in the ring and why.
I grew up watching Hulk Hogan. I was taken aback by all the presentation that had to do with Hulkamania. I think one of the favorites I enjoy, man. You know what? I'll stop with him because I could get like uber inside and professional and give some names. He's the guy who got me into
wrestling
this.
Started when I was Antonino Rocca.
And use his feet
From the Argentina.
That's right.
Kick head,
Yeah,
kicking a head.
That's right.
He would have done well in all these new kind of boxing too.
Yeah.
Bryson Knox on Facebook. Since you faced The Rock already, what other dream match would you like to have in WrestleMania?
I just did a podcast with Stone Cold Steve Austin not too long ago, and I told him he was looking in great shape, like he needs to compete again, and maybe not this year for WrestleMania 30, but I was trying to get Steve Austin to come out for WrestleMania 31. That's a match I'd like to have.
Deidre SR4 on Twitter. What's your biggest fear?
I don't know.
Do you have a fear?
I guess I would like to stay healthy. I would like to. My biggest fear is getting an injury that I won't be able to come back from.
Oh, we now play a game. If you only knew, I just throw questions out. First person you ever kissed. First girl you ever kissed.
First girl I ever kissed. I think it was a girl named Lindsay. I was in 5th grade. We played Spin the Bottle, and she was reluctant.
What city were you in?
I was in the friendly confines of West Newbury, Massachusetts.
Best prank you ever pulled on another WWE superstar?
I'm not much of a prankster. The pranks are crazy over there. You don't want to prank because the pranks come back.
What was the best prank pulled on you?
Hiding the WWE Championship when I drastically needed to use it for television.
Favorite opponent?
The Rock.
Moment you knew you made it?
Still haven't had that moment yet.
What were you known as in high school? Jock, nerd, what?
A jockey nerd.
A jockey nerd. So it says evil good, right? Best trash talker in the WWE?
A toss-up between Dwayne Johnson, Steve Austin, and Ric Flair.
Favorite hobby outside of wrestling?
I love weightlifting, but I also enjoy a decent bottle of red wine.
Me too. Didn't a prominent wrestler just quit?
He would be a good interview to have because he would have the answers to those questions.
Who is that?
CM Punk. I don't know what's going on with that.
But he did quit.
I don't know.
You don't know if he quit?
Nope.
You don't know if Hulk Hogan's going to fight?
I'm crossing my fingers for the Hulkster.
Hardest hitter in the WWE?
Brock Lesnar.
Favorite hip-hop artist?
Jay-Z.
What's left for you to accomplish in wrestling?
There is always another event on another night. There is always a bigger stadium. There was always a bigger
You're fighting
audience.
for a championship again, right?
Championships are won and lost. I pride myself on being a piece of the biggest entertainment juggernaut in the world. And we keep going everywhere and keep doing what we do.
Hidden talent?
Ooh. I have no idea.
Least favorite part of working out?
I don't have one.
You like working out?
I truly love it.
Do you make these workouts twice a week, or how long?
20 minutes. So I made it easy for everybody.
Best post-workout meal?
Steak and some sort of potatoes.
Fastest fat burner?
Anything spicy. Anything spicy and or caffeine.
Caffeine's good fat.
Caffeine will burn fat.
3 items you take with you on a desert island?
A cell phone with a full battery, a card from NetJets or some sort of helicopter service.
Good, that's good.
And food and water.
John, you're the best.
Thanks, man.
I want to thank my guest, WWE superstar John Cena. You can go to www.changetime.com to learn more about 10 Weeks Body Change. And make sure you catch John on the WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. It's February 23rd. You can find me on Twitter at KingsThings. I'll see you next time.